What's up, guys? It's Chad from Grow Family Projects. Well, today I'm going to put my fuel tank back in my truck. I'm going to start running on used cooking oil again. I took it out. I had a hole, or this bun started leaking right here. Well, I brazed it up. I didn't have my camera with me, so I didn't film nothing. But let's knock all this off, check out this braze, and see if it's going to be any good. Hey, I got some sheep right here helping me. Anyway, well, let's check this thing out. There we go. Well, I thought it needed some touching up, but I think it's going to be alright. Let's put this back in the truck and strap it in and fill it full of oil. Okay, screw this pipe here on. Problem I have before, I've had it sticking out like this, and I've had stuff hit it and it breaks that loose. So I'm going to go just a little bit more and get it under the tank. It's pretty tight. And I've got a whole bunch of cooking oil right here to put in it. 12 jugs. It's not brand new, it's used oil. It has been ran through a fryer filter, so it is fairly clean. When I go pour them in, I'm going to not get the little sediment in the bottom because it's still settling out. So normally I put it in a big tote, let it all settle, and then pump it off the top and run it through a couple of diesel filters. But I know this stuff's good, so I'm not going to worry about it. And if it does mess up an injector later on, I know how to fix it. Let's see now. Get this more up in place. Let's see. Get this on over here where we can see. I don't know how well this is going to work. We'll try it. Okay, I got some 4x4s with a couple slots cut in it. Just place them down. A few lines. Put them between these eye bolts. Okay. I'm going to go ahead, hook this up right now while I can get to everything. Maybe. Might not be long enough. I got that. Seriously? Yeah, I won't. Let's see. Well, that ain't gonna work. Okay, I got that lined up in the slot. This one is already lined up in the slot. Alright, what I got going on here, I got the fuel return coming from the truck feeding back in, because I got a heater underneath the hood of the truck, so that way this oil gets heated up running through the fuel pump and thins it down. You will have troubles at your fuel pumps later on. They don't like pumping oil. They will do it for a while, but they don't like it. You will have troubles at your injectors. Cleaner you get your oil, the better off you're going to be. But if you're like me, jack of all trades, master of none, and you don't mind working on stuff, it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm going to put some ratchet straps to hold this tank in place. I'm eventually going to come up with a better setup and system. When I very first started doing this, I just pour oil straight in my main tank, didn't do nothing to the truck. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You will have problems. And it don't take much oil on the top of the tank to get it all nasty looking. Stupid oil, I swear. Yeah, it don't take much to get it all nasty looking. Don't get cleaned off good when you pour it in. It takes a little dust, and there you go. This is the hard part. Holding that ratchet strap on that hook and trying to do all this one-handed so it don't come loose. I got it backwards. I'm going to put a twist in because I'm not unhooking that. Then, see, that way just a little bit. Got lined up over them hooks. There we go. Okay, now I gotta get the other one in place. I'm eventually going to make a better mount system, buy a different tank, and redo this setup. But I'm not happy with it. It's what I got, and it works. Yeah, anybody's got an older truck, you could run oil in it for fuel. Wouldn't recommend a new one. Their fuel system's too finicky. Okay, that's hooked up, that's hooked up. Okay, I ripped this. I gotta change that. Use the chainsaw tool for a screwdriver. Our organization skills are not the best. Using this clear tube as a sight gauge. It don't like oil, but it will last at least a year. That's how long I've had this in here now. I had one bad instance happen to me once. Local restaurant in town. Went inside to eat, came back out, and I had a lake of oil all around my truck. One of these lines came loose. Well, I wasn't gonna just leave it, so I went and bought a bunch of kitty litter and stuff. Went back, took about 3 hours, picked it all up, put it in the back of the truck. It was a mess. Yeah, that sucked. You gotta take responsibility for what you do. There we go. I should change this to put the tank in. Okay. No razor knife. Got myself my industrial scissors. Bought them at AutoZone. Duralast. I've cut some bunch of crap with them. They work pretty good. Can't complain. Go. See, it's gotten soft and stuff. You can definitely tell. Okay, it's not curled up. I'll cut it off right there. Get my other clamp. Yeah, I used to run the fuel return right here back into the tank. You know, this diesel tank, that's what that's for. But I found it best run it like this, so that hot fuel that's not being burned in the engine, that's been preheated, it'll help heat up the incoming fuel, thin it down, so it'll run through the fuel filters, and the fuel pump will pump it better. What you should do is run a line for the tank all the way to the engine, a coolant line and run the fuel, and another line inside it so it's heated the whole entire distance. That's how you should do it. Okay, we are ready to pour some fuel in. I've got a bigger funnel. I've used this for cooking oil before, didn't clean it out good, and I'm a slob. I ain't gonna lie, I am the worst slob ever. Harder I try with stuff, the worse I am. Anybody that knows me knows that. It's aggravating at times. I aggravate myself. I don't know if it's laziness or what, I don't know. Well, shoot, I ain't gonna run this towel through it, at least knock out the loose stuff. I remember the very first time I ran this truck on cooking oil, I switched over and started running it. Actually, I poured it in the tank. Going to work, I was nervous. I was going to stall and have problems. It created quite a bit of anxiety on my part. The other thing I don't understand, everybody, the whole world's coming down on diesel and diesel engines. But diesel fuel, most of it's made from cooking oil, soybeans, biodiesel, and that's made from a renewable energy source. It's not come from the ground as crude oil, like gasoline. It used to, but they don't do that anymore. They make biodiesel. So that's the thing I don't understand, why they're coming down on it, because the diesel engine will run off any type of oil, plant oil, sunflower oil, any of it. So I don't understand. Alright, so if I can do this without making a mess. This is me. I'll make a mess. Something I'm going to do, I'm going to make a centrifuge oil filter system where it spins the oil up. It's the best thing to do. Brand new, you can get one for about $2,000. I think I'm going to make one. They don't look very complicated, so I'm going to try it. Oh, shoot. Made a mess. I knew I was going to do that. Okay. Oh, crap, I got it all over me. Yeah. See what I mean? I don't know what it is. I got it all down my leg. I spilled that. I didn't even know I did it. That sucks. No leaks on the bottom side. We'll clean this up when I get done. Ain't no sense doing it now. Maybe if I pull it out of this cardboard. try this one. Let's try a little different. I'm going to pour one more in and call it quits for right now and see how this does. Because my back is starting to really hurt. Alright guys, put about half a tank in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's try to zoom in. See it out there on that gauge. Says what I like. I just glance at the back of the truck, get an idea of where I'm at on fuel. But no leaks. I wiped up all the oil I could. I'm a slob, I can't help it. Alright, before I start the truck, I may have to hook back up this pulse pump. I don't have it hooked up. I'll probably have to hook it back up. But we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys this. Under my truck, I got a set of valves. I don't know if you can see them or not. Anyway, one's a return, and one is the entry. Right now, with these off, it's running on the main truck tanks. So when I want to go ahead and start it on the diesel, I'm going to switch it over. Up underneath the truck, I got the Super Duty fuel pump right there, along with a fuel filter housing and stuff, and a diesel fuel filter. Okay, that all the fuel runs through that. That's something I need to change though. I need to add another one specifically for the fuel so I can keep it separate. But I don't have that right at the moment. On the other side of the truck, if I can get under here and show you, I added a car oil filter system. So this is a pre-filter for the tank that's in the bed of the truck. So the fuel from that tank runs through this filter before it runs through the fuel pump and through that filter. Okay? That pre-filter's car oil filter is right around roughly a 30 micron filter. Okay, and under the truck, or under the hood, I'll show you what I've done. You guys seen under the hood before. I eliminated the fuel bowl. It's gone. Since I got that Super Duty pump, I got a regulator right here. And it's a performance regulator. I got it on eBay, 35 bucks. It keeps my fuel right around 65, 70 psi. This is a pressure gauge. I got it going inside the truck. So if I've got fuel pump problems, I know it. Okay? The fuel then I have running through this heat exchanger over here I picked up. I got this off eBay. It's tied into the coolant system, so I got it off the heater core right here. Runs through this, and the fuel runs through it also. And it gets the fuel up to the engine temperature before it gets injected into the injectors. Helps thin it down and the whole 9 yards. It works good. I'm actually going to add another one of these in the bed of the truck. I've got it bought, I just haven't plumbed it yet. And what I'm thinking about doing is getting another hydraulic pump, just a small one, small as I can find, run it on the motor somehow, on the front of the engine. I'm not sure how to do it yet. And I'm going to use that as a fuel pump for the oil. That way I keep it out of the main fuel pump of the truck. 2 separate systems is what I'm wanting to do. But anyway, I want to show you that. Now let's start the truck. Right now it's going to start on diesel. That's what you want to do. So before you shut the truck off, you should purge the oil out of your lines. So you'll switch the main tanks over. In the return, you want to leave it for about 30 seconds to a minute to flush all the old oil out of the system before you switch it over, and vice versa. Fuel pressure. "70 psi, that fuel pressure." Okay. Truck's out of gear. Okay, truck started. Okay. So, under the truck now, we're going to switch valves. Now she's going to be running on cooking oil. Let's watch. Okay, see my fuel pressure's going down. I'm going to have to hook the pulse pump up. I could have air in it too. I think I want to hook the pulse pump back up. Like I said, these fuel pumps don't like the oil. But anyway, I'm going to hook the pulse pump back up and then start this up again. Well guys, I had air in the line. I actually purged it, didn't hook it back up, and steering good fuel pressure. That is actually an oil pressure gauge I just got hooked up in the system. It actually registers and reads it. Yeah, it says oil, but it's actually fuel. So my other system I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put that gauge in that hole. Running this oil, there's just little tricks you got to do. Because if you have problem truck dies, you want to know why. You look down, if you ain't got any fuel pressure, you know that's the problem, either fuel pump or whatever. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Well, I hope you enjoy this video, and if you like it, share it on your social media sites. If not, that's fine too. But anyway, like and subscribe. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one.